Jack, how do you feel about women?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
Before I get started, I'd like to kindly ask that you hit the like button, and please subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.
Come on. Do it! Do it!
Ah, the 355. What does that number stand for exactly? Is it the amount of people who knew that this movie was being released? Perhaps it's the amount of movies with frighteningly similar concepts. Maybe the 355 is the amount of times that I checked out of this movie while watching it.
So I strongly suggest that you wake the fuck up.
Can someone explain to me how in this day and age, with as much social media and advertising as we have at our disposal, that I only first heard about this movie a couple of days ago? I mean, I go to the movie theaters weekly, and I never even saw a trailer. The studio isn't showing a lot of confidence in this female-led action movie now, are they? The 355 is an action thriller from director Simon Kinberg, the director of X-Men Dark Phoenix. Just a thought, maybe some producers should just stay producers. Just saying.
Man, I'm tired of being right.
The movie stars Jessica Chastain, Penelope Cruz, Diane Kruger, and Lupita Nyong'o. And not to be overlooked, the Winter Soldier himself, Sebastian Stan. When a movie like this manages to gather this level of talent, it makes me wonder, were they tricked into this? Were they lied to? Did they lose some kind of bet? Or did they just really want to work with each other?
Why?
Because everyone that I just mentioned is a talented actor or actress, and they do a fine job with what they are given in this movie. But it's such a nothing movie that it just makes me wonder what the appeal was to be in it in the first place. It's money, isn't it? It's always money. I will say that Diane Kruger is a standout if I had to pick someone. I've always enjoyed her work, and you can see why Quentin Tarantino picked her for Inglourious Basterds. It's not because she speaks a lot of languages, it's because she has a huge star appeal that she's never really tapped into for some reason.
Because she got a great ass!
The story of this movie is just like every other generic spy movie to come out in the past 15 or 20 years. There's absolutely nothing memorable about it, and every single scene gave me a I've seen this all before type feeling. It's one of those cat and mouse type movies where the team is chasing something, usually a piece of technology that could cause a war, and there's many predictable fake deaths and double crosses to move the plot along.
Whoopie fucking do. Hey, I'm impressed.
There were some decent action sequences and shootouts, but nothing really all that notable. These movies always feel like they want to be Mission Impossible, but they always fail miserably because there's no ambition behind them and it shows it. That's not to say the movie's unwatchable, it's just kinda there. There's really no reason to feel invested in any of these characters, even though there are half-hearted attempts within the movie to make you feel so. It's almost like the studio knew this and kept that same half-hearted energy when promoting it.
That makes sense.
There's one kind of decent scene where some loved ones are put in harm's way, and it does end in a somewhat shocking manner. But you really haven't spent enough time with these characters for that moment to hit home like it should. Oh, and it's got your standard boring guy with a British accent as your main villain. I miss the days of Hans Gruber, where your villains were just as nuanced as the heroes, but we are far removed from that here. I will say this, for the first 2 hours or so, there's no real cringeworthy woman power moments in this movie.
No shit.
At least nothing too insulting or overt. There's at least good reasons for these women to be good at what they're doing, even if those reasons aren't really well explained. One of the main chicks is clearly way out of her league, and they do play up on that, even if it makes no sense for her to be there by the end of the movie. And then came the last 4 minutes or so, where the people who are making this movie realized they were making it in 2022, because they shoehorned some lines of dialogue in there about mansplaining and how women don't need men or some shit like that.
She gave me a bunch of crap about me not listening to her enough or something. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention.
Overall, I felt absolutely nothing watching the first major release of 2022, if you want to call it that. It is entertaining in moments, but it's a mostly generic female-led action movie that I'll be forgetting as soon as I'm done recording this review. The Careless Sam Gerard was the most used rating of 2021, so it only seems fitting that the 355 will start off 2022 with yet another Careless Sam Gerard.
I don't care!
So have you seen the 355? I'm sure you haven't because nobody has. But if you have, let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. Or better yet, let me know if you've even heard of this movie prior to seeing this review. As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications and I'll see you next time right here on Real Shift. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Y'all be cool. Shut up.